we have something that we did a few weeks ago. Some of you may have been watching, some of you may not have been watching. I've never sent books into CGC. So I had my first group of books I wanted to send to CGC, and I did a pre-screen here on Comic Book Canon a few weeks ago. Y'all may not remember that, so we're going to refresh your memory with the pre-screen video here. Check it out.
All right, so here we go. Here's the first issue. This is obviously Venom #3. I'm really liking this issue. This specific copy right here. It is looking very nice, as you can see. Really nice edge right there. Corners are crisp and sharp. Right? Now, the back is looking good as well. Really nice, really happy with this copy. See, but the one thing here is this corner right down here. See where my thumb is? There's a little bit of a crease, color break right down there. Not even sure you can see it on camera, but that will be the one. That's the one flaw I see. And I neglected to say that I'm going to get all of these books pressed and cleaned as well. But I'm really, I have high hopes for this one. So hopefully it will come back in a 9.8. All right, moving on. The next issue here, this is a very rare first appearance of a character that is about to blow up. And I mentioned her on the show, Kamala Khan. It's her first official appearance. Now, you can already see a few defects here. Bottom left specifically. There's no color breaks though. I mean, that cover is looking crispy clean. Corner's a little dinged up, a little bit. This is a very hard issue to find in a 9.8. There are 1,100 copies of this specific issue. This is a second printing, 1,100 copies of a first appearance for a soon-to-be major character. It's a little dinged up down here on the corner. Corner here is looking very nice. Back is looking great. Not much going on there. Actually, I'm sorry. This is not looking too great down here. I'm hoping that could be pressed out a little bit. But it's still in really good condition. So again, I have high hopes for this. If not a 9.8, I'm hoping 9.6. Again, 1,100 copies for the first appearance of Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. Very hard to find copy in a 9.8. And you'll see a theme here, because here is the regular version, 9.8, and already you can see a few flaws right here. But I'm thinking that a press is going to have it's going to have a great benefit for it. There's no ticks, no color breaks at all. Actually, there's one maybe down here. These issues are hard to find in a 9.8 as well. However, there are 33,000 copies of this. That's still a low print run. If you compare that to Miles Morales' first appearance, this is a little dinged up right here. Right there, you can see that. If you compare this to Miles Morales' first appearance, he had 77,000 copies, 77,000 print run. So, again, hoping this can all be pressed out. There are not any major defects. Yeah. So once again, all right, moving on. This is another blue copy. This one's a little bit warm, as you can see. Look at that top corner right there. Hopefully, again, a press is gonna help that one out. The bottom corner's a little dinged right there. Got a little bit going on there as well, but hopefully a press would be able to bring that back to its original luster. You can see a little bit of some sort of a crease back here, all the way down the book. Hoping that'll get pressed out, and then in this corner as well. And then another red label copy. This one, few little color breaks on the spine, just a few. Little dinged up corner right there. Maybe a little indentation in the top right. Bottom left is looking good. Back is looking good. As you can see. But again, this will benefit from a press as well.
All right, so after doing that video, I'm like, these books are in way worse shape than I thought, and thinking I was going to get a 9.8 on any of these was absolutely insane. So I was really kind of bummed out, especially when I did send them to get pressed, and I sent them to a place called Premier Pressing, and I'll bring up actually I'm going to bring up their website right here, premierpressing.com. So he did a pre-screen for me, Chris, really, really nice guy. He said that Venom #3 is going to go, his estimation 9.4. Both of the .1s, the red label ones, we're going to go for 9.2. And then the second printing, the blue label ones, the rare issue, those were going to go, one was going to go for 9.2 and the other was going to go for an 8.0. And that just kind of like, hit me right here. So this is the first time I've done this. I'm not good at grading, obviously, but I sent them off to CGC and I have them all back here. So Chris, are you just ready to check these out?
Yeah. Now I was noticing we're not going to know you had 2 of the red label and 2 of the blue label. So
yeah,
I wanted to be able to look at the before and after on each and know, but we're not going to know that. But my take was before the press, my guess, just from looking at them, I guess a 9.4 on the Venom. I guessed a 9.2 on one of the blue labels and an 8.5 on one of the blue labels. And then, the 9.6s, I mean, the red labels I felt had a lot of stuff that if they got pressed, it can really clean those up to get those high grades. So yeah, I mean, let's dive into these and look. Right, and guys, so, everyone watching, let us know what your guesses are, because that's part of the fun of this, guessing the grade here.
Yep. The first one we got is the Venom, right? The Venom #3, first appearance in Null. Chris, you said before the press a 9.4, right? Is that what you're saying?
I was thinking that. Now, I was taking into consideration that it was getting pressed, but white, that's just white or black. It's really hard to get those 9.8s. I saw a little too much to say, for it to get a 9.8, that corner, obviously. But yeah, I mean, if you want to take me out and
here we go. So yeah, it was this bottom corner that was really, really like not good news. And as you can see, Premier Pressing, they did a good job there. Again, there are a few little flaws there. I'll bring Chris back in here. Bishner says 9.6.
How about the back? Can we see?
I'm sorry, Isaac Maynard, 9.6. Anybody else want to guess before? Oh, Kid Collector, 9.6 across the board. Everybody, here we go. I've been keeping it from me. Chris, you ready?
Can we just see the back real quick of the book? Without there we go. Okay, so we got.
I'll bring it up full screen back too. All right.
He cleaned it up. Again, it's hard enough to look at books on camera. It's even harder when they're in the case. But hey, I'm gonna roll with a lot of folks here. I think you did a good job on the press. I think with the press, I think that book is getting bumped up to a 9.6.
9.6. All right, here we go.
Woo! You got
9.8. Awesome. Very happy with that. I really, honestly, guys, I really didn't think that color break was gonna make it a 9.8 at all. I was really bummed after I did that video with this one, actually with all of them. So yeah, all right. So the next one we have coming up, very happy, guys, very happy. Thank you, Premier Pressing, good job. Next one we have up is one of the red labels. Actually, we'll have 2 red labels coming up, so feel free to get your guesses in right now. Again, Premier Pressing, Chris from Premier Pressing said he guessed the 9.2 after his press. as Chris said, we don't know which book is which. I'm just gonna bring it up full screen here, Chris, and I'll bring you back in. You know, a lot of the spine was dinged up. There were no color breaks. I don't remember any color breaks on this one. You know, the corners were looking good. The back too. Back was like, there were some issues with the back actually. But the corners are looking all good. He did a good job pressing that out. So once again, Chris from Premier Pressing said it was going to be a 9.2.
So is it now there? One of those had kind of a bit of a what I call finger crinkles and a bit of that ripple towards on the back, towards the opening of the back cover. So there's none of that going on this, whether that was this one or not. That back is smooth on this one currently in that same area.
Yeah. Here, you want to check it out? Do you need me to go big here? I'll go big.
No, other side, not the spine. Other side. There you go.
God, this is so hard, guys. Yep. Really difficult.
That's smooth. That looks smooth, man.
All right. So what are we guessing, guys? Tom, Kid Collector's going 9.0. He's going less than Premier Pressing, what they said. Tom Tormey is 9.6. B. Schnur is at 9.4.
Now you said you still see some spine ticks, but they don't break color.
I don't. No, I don't actually. I think they did a good job pressing that out.
Yeah.
Isaac says 9.42, by the way.
I'm gonna say 9.6.
9.6.
That again. Good job on the press there because that's smooth. The only thing, the only thing that might, in my opinion, bring that down lower than a 9.6 is if there is slight blunting to those outside corners that I'm not seeing on camera, but I'm sticking with a 9.6.
All right, here we go. Raider Bear 9.4. Here we go, guys.
Woo!
9.8.
Nice.
Get out of town.
Nice.
Here's the deal, though. Look at this bottom corner, though. You'll see a nick. I'm going to bring myself up.
Yeah.
You'll see a nick right here. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. It's definitely color break. It's right above my finger right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's definitely a white spot right there. I don't know. That's crazy. It's a 9.8. I'm happy. I'll take it, right, Chris? Like,
absolutely.
Isaac Maynard, how on earth do you keep hitting 9.8? Hey guys, I still have 3 books left, and I'm going to try and actually expedite this a little quicker. I don't want you guys to hear me mumbling around. All right, so here's the red label again. Chris from Premier Pressing said that this was a 9.8 or 9.2 is what he said it would be after pressing. Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to say this guy is doing a great job on his pressing, so I definitely recommend everyone go and check it out. But we got to talk to Chris about his grading skills, unless that's part of his business tactic. Because boy, I bet after hearing what he's
back, that's a good point. That is a good point. All right, so real quick, we're gonna just go through. I'm gonna go big here, Chris. You know, this corner here is looking a little dinged up. But again, the spine is looking good. These corners are looking good. Right there. I don't know which one this was, what issues there were with it. The back, again, the back is looking, all these corners are looking great. I don't see any sort of wear on the book, on the back of the spine or on the book either. So, again, he thought this would be a 9.2. You guys want to guess at this? Go for it.
I got to stick with the 9. I mean, look, with those other twos being a 9.8, from what I'm seeing, this can absolutely be a 9.8. I'm thinking that that bottom ruffling could be from the cut, the manufacturing cut. Yeah. But I'm gonna still go with the 9.6.
All right, Raider Bear says the same thing. 9.6. Isaac as well. Kid Collectors, he's definitely more conservative than everybody here. 9.2. All right, here we go. And I swear to God, I'm not pulling a fast one here, guys. I'm not like these are the actual books I sent in. Very happy with the 9.8. 100%. There's 2 more books left because those blue labels were absolutely rough. Okay, these are the 2.
They were. They were. Yep.
So again, premierpressing.com. Chris, he did a fantastic job if you guys are interested. All right, so here's the one of the blue books here, right? I don't know which ones these are. One was in way worse condition than the other. So again, I'm gonna go big here, Chris. We'll take a look at some things before I do. I'll tell you, these corners are looking good. Well, the top right corner, not so much. I mean, you could definitely see somewhere in the top corner. There's a color break in the bottom corner, but it's not dinged up. The top right corner looks good. So here we go. So from what I see real quick right there, I'm going to go big here for you guys. You got a little wear right there, right? You have a color break in this corner right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that if you look hard. So there's definitely a color break there. The issue's looking good. The spine is looking good. The back here, bring Chris back in. The back here, oh, yep, another little tick, a color break right here. So let's take a look at that. Color break right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, you know, anyways, so let's just give it a guess, guys. How about it? Chris.
I'm gonna what's that?
Kid Collector is 9.2.
I'm gonna say that one was the one that I thought would be the higher grade, the 9.2. Man, I'm gonna go with look, with your luck, I'm gonna go with 9.6 on this one. Just from what I see. Again, I'll stick. I've guessed 9.6 on every single one. I'm sticking with it.
So Raider Bear, same thing, 9.6. B. Schnur, 9.4. Isaac, a 9.4. Here we go. 9.6. Pretty happy with that because remember, Chris said that one of them is Chris from premierpressing.com. One of them was a 9.2, the other was an 8.0. So this, I think, would be the 8.0.
Yeah. Let's see this one, which was the one that I guess is going to be an 8.5 beforehand.
Okay. Bottom right, dinged up. See a little bit of wear on the bottom left. Something's going on the top right, and a little bit of wear on the top left as well. Let me check the back real quick. Not too terrible, but it also looks like some of the pages are eking out, if that makes sense. It's not even. So here we go, guys. I'll give you a little look-see. I'm going to go big here for you, Chris. So, yeah, as you can see, a little bit of wear right there. Something's going on on the very edge of the cover right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The top here, there's like a line. You'll notice that the pages are not flush with the cover of the book, and there's some sort of line right above my finger right there. This is so hard to do, guys. God, I don't know if I want to ever do this again. And then top right, got a little dinged up right there. Okay, and then on the back here, again, these pages are not flush with where the cover should be. So you can see that. So here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think that the page issue being flush is going to be an issue. That's obviously manufacturing. That's really tough to kind of gauge there in the casing. But man, again, just from what I'm seeing, this Chris did a great job pressing these books. I think the key takeaway from this book is the fact that those corners are not pristinely sharp.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be where we're going to get hit on this. Man, I want to say 9.2.
You're gonna wait. Hold on. Let's go through everybody else's guess. Kid Collector's going 8 to an 8.5.
Yep.
Raider Bear is 9.0. Isaac's a 9.0. B. Schnur is 9.2. Isaac is a 9.4. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you got a 9.4, but from my experience, I can't imagine this getting any higher than a 9.2. From what I'm seeing from here.
All right. So you're saying 9.2. Here we go. 9.4. I literally, obviously, I knew the grades beforehand, but I forgot about this one. I thought it was a 9.2 for some reason, so it was a surprise. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Very happy. Yo, it could be his model, but PremierPressing.com. Check him out, guys. Chris from Premier Pressing definitely hooked it up. He great dude, reasonable prices, and he was very conservative in his grading. But again, I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for playing, everybody. That is our. Go ahead, Chris. You have final comments.
Yeah, I want to say something because I want the viewers to understand this too. When you think about putting money into a press and clean, right? Now, I'm not one to suggest that you have to, I do it myself. I'm not, I'm sure Chris there does a much better job than what I do. I'm still a novice. I'm still trying to learn. So basically what I want everyone to really understand here is, I don't know what Jeff paid. We don't got to talk about specific pricing, but you guys can go look at what he charges per book and look at the value that whatever money Jeff put into each of these books to get press and clean, how much value came back, because he got 9.8s in what was it? Three books that I know for a fact would have not gotten a 9.8 if he didn't clean it. And I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but the difference between the 9.6 and the 9.8 is usually, when you look at the market for key books, anywhere from 40 to 50% more. So if a book is worth $1,000, you're looking at a difference between 500 plus. Oh shoot, is $100
to $600 if you're saying 40 to 60% more?
What was it? Yeah, right. So no, it's not that. It's a 140% increase. So say for a Hulk 181, 9.6, $10,000. 9.8, about $18,000. So that's about maybe my math's off. But anyways, I've done the math on this before. Believe me, guys, the point that I'm trying to make is that he just got a lot more value back into his books by putting a little bit of money into getting them pressed and clean.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. Yeah, and they were reasonable prices. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but check out Chris from PremierPressing.com if you're interested. He hasn't paid me to say that. I just literally, this is the first time I ever sent my books off to any sort of pressing. I did research online. That's how I found him. Didn't ask anybody, but he was great, and I would highly recommend him. I'd go to him again. So again, that's our CGC reveal. Maybe we'll have some more books to CGC in the near future.